stereo windows.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point, your main concern is which one? Because they're two different problems.
Yeah.
And I can do one or the other, but I can't do both.
Right. Radios doesn't matter.
You're like, I'm not that concerned with the radio. You're more concerned with the fuel gauge.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because I have a feeling we're about to check right now.
Okay.
But it may be what's inside of the fuel tank.
Okay.
The actual they call it the sender card. I don't know why they call it that.
Okay.
Basically, because it looks like a little card with a lot of little. It looks like a little mini circuit board.
Okay.
And so then the arm goes up. And I remember I was explaining to you about the float.
Yeah.
Well, the electrical, the contact point on it. So, what we're gonna check right now, if you have this code, what it's indicating to us is that you have what's called sulfur contamination.
Okay.
It's a part of what's in gas, but over time the deposits get a little bit more in volume inside the tank.
Okay.
And then they damage that sender, so you can't really read your gas gauge properly, because basically it has a whole lot of resistance on that electrical component.
Okay.
So he's going to scan it right now, and that's what we're going to look for. If you have that gauge, the only way to fix it is to drop your fuel tank, pull out your fuel pump, and replace that component, because your fuel pump works.
Okay.
It's just that piece.
Yeah.
So I just needed to know because your main concern is the fuel pump, the fuel gauge, right?
Yes.
Because to determine what's going on with the windows and the radio, it's not connected to what's wrong with the fuel gauge.
Okay.
Okay. If that's not the case, we will still keep looking. We got to figure out what's going on with the fuel gauge.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, I just needed you to know up front. I could do one or the other.
Right.
All right.
One would be the windows, or one would be
No. The windows and radio are part of one.
Cool.
Or the fuel gauge.
Okay.
Those two components like that are separate.
Yeah.
So if you wanted me to do the fuel gauge, that's a different diagnostic than the windows.
Okay.
The windows is a different diagnostic than the fuel gauge.
Okay.
They're not the same thing.
Fuel.
So,
yeah.
I'll put a fuse in there for your windows and all that, but
Okay.
I know your fuel gauge is like the more important thing.
Yes.
Because
Cool.
you don't want to die out again.
No.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Just needed you to know it.